Hey y'all, and welcome to a Ghetto Girl podcast. Today I just want to start off by talking about non-supportive friends. But before I get into all that, y'all see how I just get straight to the point? Like, don't y'all see that? Like, y'all know how we got that one person in every friend group, but just like that one family member, every time it's time for them to tell a story, they tell. First of all, they take like 10 minutes to actually get to the fucking point of the story. Like, I just like to get straight to the point. But yeah, so let's talk about non-supportive friends. So I feel like, first of all, I feel like I have a pretty supportive friend group. Well, the majority. You know, you have those 2 or 3 people out the friend group who just want to fake like they be in the cut and shit. They don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to that. But when I was in high school, I was an entrepreneur. I also want to talk about entrepreneurship too. So I sold lashes and shit in high school. Man, I was selling them shit. I was selling them shits in the hallway like they was drugs. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The girls would DM me, hey, you got some lashes? I got some lashes, girl. Meet me in the hallway, meet me in the bathroom downstairs. It was funny as shit. But I made some cool money off of it. So after I graduated high school, I was still selling lashes. Like, I had my own website, made my own logos, all of that shit. So I was making money off that shit, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I made like $6,000 or $7,000 off that business in less than a year. And I had to file taxes on that shit. And people would ask me, well, why did you stop? I feel like I was so invested in my career. It's like after that, it's kind of like, okay, real life set in. Selling these lashes cool and all, but this is when real life sets in. I want to have a career. I'm real smart about mine, if y'all get what I'm saying. Because social media could be wiped away tomorrow. Then what lash business would you have? What hairstyling business? Like, what would you have if all social media was wiped away today? I'll still have my little job and what I'm doing and how I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'll still be working on my career. But y'all got to think about that. That's why, and it's said in a lot of Black households, like y'all already know. Not even just Black household. Maybe this what your parents said anyway. But I just know being Black growing up, all I heard was make sure you have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, all that shit. So even though you have a business, make sure you have something you can fall back on. I know hairstylists that's trying to get into law school. I fuck with shit like that because, like I said, social media can be wiped away tomorrow. What are you going to do when social media is wiped away tomorrow and you don't have that business anymore? Because I got some shit I could still fall back off of. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're one of those people and you just focus on the now, you focus on your business, focus on the future. What would you do if social media gets wiped away? You have to do something for yourself. You know, you have to have something set in stone for yourself in case anything, you don't know what's going to happen in this world. Like, we living in the United States, all types of fucked up shit be happening. And y'all know how a minute they was talking about banning TikTok and all that shit. And that's how a lot of people get their money, from TikTok. So, for example, what about if TikTok gets wiped away? A lot of these creators going to be losing endless fans because a lot of people, they be on TikTok more than they be on Instagram. And I'm speaking for myself too. I'm on TikTok more than I'm on Instagram, Twitter, or any other social media platform. So when TikTok gets wiped away, how y'all think these TikTokers gonna get their money? Because some people just rely solely on TikTok. Some of these creators don't even have their own businesses. They don't have, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just make sure you have other plans, set up for you. But back on the non-supportive friends. So like I said, you're going to have those couple of friends who act like they too busy to post shit. But here's the thing. I don't really say too much. Because if I have to tell you multiple times to post something, I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going about my business, but I'm going to have it marked in my head. Like, okay, if this ends up working out for me and I end up having to do this, that, and the third, and I end up making them on these big platforms and you try to talk to me, I best believe I will forget your name. I will forget, man, you be like, oh yeah, I know her. I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? That's exactly the type of attitude I'm going to have. That's the type of attitude I'm going to have because you couldn't support me, but now you want to be in my face because I made it. That's the thing. And not just friends, family too. They don't support you until you make it. You feel what I'm saying? So that kind of falls into also doing what makes you happy. Like, don't stop doing what makes you happy because you feel like you're not getting the support from others. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always tell people, like, you came in this world alone, you're going to die alone. Don't sit there and trying to depend on a crowd of people to try to support you and move you forward in your career and shit like that. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here that did shit. I'm pretty sure started off doing shit by themselves and nobody didn't support it. I'm pretty sure. So you just got to do what make you happy. If doing that lash business make you happy, doing wigs make you happy, doing braids make you happy, if making them clothes make you happy, keep doing that shit. Don't let the fact that you don't have a good support system like kind of like discourage you. You get what I'm saying? Because I can understand why I can make a lot of people feel discouraged. Because you're like, damn, I don't have no motivation. I don't have nobody that can be here for me and lead me through the right way. Shit like that. Fuck that shit. You do what make you happy. Do what you gotta do. Fuck them non-supportive ass friends. Fuck them non-supportive ass family members. Fuck all of them motherfuckers. If you got a business plan and you got an idea and you want to do something you want to do but don't know where to start, just do it. Just do that shit. First of all, I don't even know what made me even start selling lashes, y'all. I can't even tell y'all the story. I think I was just sitting there and I think I was just like, I want to sell lashes. I don't even know. For real. When I started selling lashes, this was way before everybody else and their mother and their grandmothers and shit started selling lashes. Like, I literally sat there and was like, I want to sell lashes. I lie to y'all not. I don't know where the swarm came from, but when I tell you everybody and their mother wanted to sell lashes, I feel like that was also a reason why I kind of stopped. It was like 40% that, and then like 60% I just wanted to focus on what I was focusing on, because this was around the time I was in college. I just wanted to focus on school and just get my life together. Now I don't mind kind of doing something like a little entrepreneur thing on the side. That's why I started this, honestly. And I honestly started this for fun. Like I always say, I think this going to be something that like something see and I just accidentally get put on platforms and some shit. But honestly, I just like talking. I like sharing my thoughts. Because you never know who you may reach out there. You may reach somebody. You may reach somebody that think about the same shit you think about. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, you will reach people that have the same thinking process as you. So you never know what shit like that may lead you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I always just tell people, just do it. Go on TikTok. You think these TikTok creators came out the blue, making 50K, having 50K likes and 1,000 comments and shit like that? No, you gotta start from somewhere. Beyonce, she started from somewhere. Jay-Z, he started from somewhere. Everybody, all these famous people we see, they had to start from somewhere. And also another thing that you don't want to do is, I just skipped the whole non-supportive friendship. Like I said, I'm not even going to spend too much time on that. Fuck that shit. Motivate yourself. At the end of the day, you are your biggest critic. You know what you need to do. You know what you don't need to do. You know how to go about shit. Do you. We're not about to talk about that no more. Now I'm on the topic of entrepreneurship. So when I had my own business, I also was trying to help other entrepreneurs too. Because it was shit that I had to learn as well. Like, I just had to learn how to, like, market good, shit like that. Now, I know how to do, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do what I need to do. So, it's a lot of stuff. I just want to give some tips out there for a lot of entrepreneurs. Since I'm in the DMV area, DMV entrepreneurs, specifically the PG County area, let's just get this out the way right now. So, if you're a business owner, make sure your website works. So, it's this one girl, she do wigs. Because my birthday coming up, it's in May. But y'all know how girls are. We like to have our shit like set in stone a couple of months before our birthday. I already know who gonna do my nails. I already got all my outfits ready. I know who gonna do my lashes. I just need to find somebody that's gonna do my hair for a good price. Because I'm not paying $200 some dollars for an install. But then again, it's my birthday. So if I can't find nobody to do it cheaper, then you know what I'm saying? I'm a cough up that $200. I got no choice. I want to install. Everybody else booked up, or nobody got the right price I want. So, you know what I'm saying? If the lowest price $200, I'm going to pay that. But make sure your website works. Stop. Here's the thing. Y'all be like, page under construction. If y'all don't just make those edits overnight, I feel like that shit is so tacky when y'all do that. Like, for example, okay. Let me go back. I'm about to get on topic again, y'all. I'm trying to stay on topic. So back to this website shit. Some of y'all website don't work. Like I said, I went on this girl page. She do wigs. Wigs look real nice. All that. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm about to press her website. Website is still on her bio, y'all. It's still like on her page. So I pressed the link. It said page not found. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it my phone? So I refreshed my shit, go back on there, pressed it again. It said page not found. I was like, this is some tacky shit. Why, if you know your website is under construction, why not just take the website off? Y'all know what else gets on my motherfucking nerves? When y'all be like, DM me to book. I feel like that's unprofessional as shit, or text me to book. I feel like that's unprofessional as shit. Everything should be through your website. Like, the only time I should DM you, or if you prefer for me to text your number, the only time I should do that is when it's like I have questions about the hairstyle, or before I have questions before I book some shit like that. I'm not about to DM you like, hey girl, I would like to set an appointment for this. I feel like that's some tacky ass shit. That's why you need to have a little scheduling app, a little website. That's why I fuck with people who got that. Like, I look for a lot of shit before I get my hair done, believe it or not. If I'm gonna get my hair done by you and I see something off, I'm not going to you. I'm not. So if your website don't work, please take the link out your bio, and please stop putting because I saw like, so when I was just looking for page. I guess everybody got their page under construction and shit. Everybody talks saying, yeah, page under construction, website under construction. Take that shit out your bio. Don't take no motherfucking appointments until you got your shit together for your business. Point blank, period. I don't think I ever put page under construction on my page. I just used to make my edits overnight, or if I have to make edits in the daytime, I'll do that and be like, hey, y'all, relaunching my website at this time, and I'll set it to like a certain time or some shit like that. But that shit is so tacky. Also, y'all pictures, tacky. The type of pictures y'all be taking be tacky as shit. If y'all don't like enhance y'all photos and shit, y'all gotta make that shit look pleasing to the audience. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all just, like, when I used to take pictures of my lashes, I used to have the ring light set up so the light can just, you know what I'm saying, reflect off the lash. You can see the fluffiness in the lash, the volume of the lash. Like, you see that shit, like, that's a pretty ass lash. I'm gonna buy that. I don't want to look at your pictures and be like, I don't know, this lace looking a little, I don't know about all that. I don't like how this picture looking. Like, enhance your photos. And also, by enhancing it, I don't mean add all these different type of filters. Like, the filters be cute and all, but don't overdo it to the point where I can't really see your work. The filters are cool, but if every single picture on your hairstylist website, or your nail, I say your website, but like your page, your nail page, your lash page, don't rely too much on filters. People want to see your work real and raw. Like, I want to see your work. I want to see what the fuck is going on without all these filters. Because a lot of people, it was a story, right? It was a story I heard about a minute ago. Some girl, I don't even think it wasn't even in the DMV. Some girl went to some girl to get her hair done because she saw that like her wigs was good online. She went in person, got her hair done. Lace was all fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Filters do it for you. Like, filters can make it look like the lace is good, baby hair is good. You go in person, get your hair done, that shit is trash. So that's why I feel like a lot of hairstylists, a lot of people that do lashes, anybody, a business owner that do anything as far as like hair, nails, all that, make sure y'all don't rely too much on those filters. Like, please, because a lot, like, when I go on people pages to see like the wigs and stuff like that, I'm looking at the raw photos only. I'm looking at the photos that I know for a fact you didn't touch. You just took the picture and posted it. I don't look at that shit. That determines whether or not I'm a go to you and whether or not your work is quality work or not. Also, make sure you have like a cute little logo for your business. Don't have a picture up there of yourself. Like, have a business page. And some people post their business on a like regular Instagram page. If you have a business, just make a whole nother Instagram page. And I feel like that comes from, they think people not going to support them as much, or people not going to follow the page. So they're like, okay, I have 5,000 followers on my main page, so let me just post my business page on there. Let me tell you something. If you make a separate page and you tell people to follow the page, the people who don't follow the page, that's how you know they don't support you for real. So I don't even know, like, don't even worry about that shit. Like, fuck that shit. But yeah, make a separate page for your business. Don't post your business on your main page. Like, I feel like that's tacky too. Don't have your profile picture on your business page, a picture of yourself. Make sure you get somebody to make a logo. Honestly, I got somebody to make my logo, I think twice. And that's because I just wanted a different look. I wanted somebody to do something for me that I haven't done myself. But you can make logos yourself. Like, y'all do know that, right? So this is how I used to make my logos. I had not Canva. Okay, well, I have an app called Studio now. That's how I made my cover. I made my own cover art for my podcast cover art. I made that shit. I made it myself. Like, I literally made it. I was in a car with my boyfriend. We driving to get some food. I said, I think I'm about to make my own cover art. Like, he was there when I put the podcast. I was like, you know what? I'll make a podcast. I said, I'm gonna make a cover art right now. He was like, okay, like, he sat there and like witnessed that shit. Like, he's driving. He said, okay, I don't want to see it. Show it to me when you done. I made that shit in like 30 minutes. I lied to y'all not. I was sitting right beside him in the car, quiet as shit, just making my own cover art. Took me like 30 minutes. But I promise y'all, do your own logos. Like, y'all do not have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on people who do make the logos. Because these people who make the logos, you have access to the same exact stuff they have access to. Now, I'm not trying to like fuck their business up, because like I said, they make some real bomb logos. Like I said, I got my logo done by a girl like twice. They make some real bomb logos. They know what they doing. Real cute, real professional, all of that. But you can make your logos look real cute, real professional as well. Because probably like I think I had like 3 different logos. 2 of my logos look real professional. It was the other one, now that I think about it, it wasn't that professional. But mind you, I was just starting out. So along the way, as I was learning, I was like, okay, I knew what like looked tacky and what didn't look good. So I'd be like, let me take this shit down and redo it, or let me put something else up. But you can make your own highlight covers. You can make your own, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even apps. None of the apps that I use, you have to pay for it. So it's an app called Background Eraser. So for example, you could get little images off of Google, because that's what some of these like people who do logos and shit for other people on Instagram, that's what they do too. All you gotta do is take one of those little pictures from Google, save the image, and then you erase the background. Then you use that image, put in your logo, shit like that. What apps did I use? I used pics and I use Studio. The app is called Studio now. I forgot what the app was called before, but it's called Studio now. And I use Studio for my current for my podcast, little picture, whatever. That's all I use with Studio. All those images y'all see in there are from Google. I just erase the background and just like find a way to fit it onto there, to my liking, onto the picture to my liking, whatever. That's all you have to do. Like, we all have access to the same exact stuff they have access to. I'm just giving y'all ways to save money as entrepreneurs. Y'all do not have to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to make y'all page look good when you can make your page look good yourself. Like, the majority of the time that I had my business, I did everything. I had a girl make my logo twice. I made my own highlight covers. I knew how to market. I knew how to take pictures of stuff. You got to make sure you have background, like, a pretty background. You can't just take your pictures on anything in a house. You could use anything. You can literally use anything and take a picture. I use my bathroom sink as a background for my lashes. You would not even tell that it was a bathroom sink. You could use anything. It's all about how you take the picture, how you position it, how the lighting is, all of that. What else? I talked about pictures. I already talked about pictures. Y'all do not be heavy on the filters and none of that. I talked about website, making sure y'all website look good, making sure y'all page, please make sure y'all page look good, because a lot of people page look so ghetto. Like I said, please have your profile picture as a logo. Please make sure your page look good. Everything don't look all everywhere and out of place. Make sure your page look, you know what I'm saying? Because when I look on your page, I want it to be an organized page. I don't want to look at a whole bunch of different bullshit on your page. That's going to make me not even want to shop with you. Oh, also, entrepreneurs, if you want to do clothes. So, for example, I was going to launch my own clothing business. The only reason why I didn't really go forward with that is because that shit is expensive. And if you want some good quality clothing, you got to be able to spend a bag. So, vendors. All of my vendors that I had, I found them without my lash vendor. I'm not giving my lash vendor up. I'm just let y'all know that right now. But as far as like my clothes vendors, like vendors, period, you can find lash vendors, makeup vendors. You can find all that on Alibaba. Literally. I can't really tell you what specific vendors to go to, because you have to reach out to each individual vendor yourself. Like, just type in makeup. makeup vendor. You're going to see shit pop up. You're going to see makeup brushes. They have setting sprays. Y'all, they have everything. They have foundation. They have water-based foundation, plant-based foundation. That's what I'm saying. If you want to have a company, like a little vegan company, you go ahead, like a vegan makeup company. I'm just making some shit up. Look up vegan makeup and do your research. That's what I'm saying. You also want to do your research before you even start buying shit. What's in vegan makeup? Because some people would say, that's what I'm saying, vendors can scam you too. Because let's say in vegan makeup, it said it was, I'm just making up some shit. Let's say they said it was ingredients A, B, and C. And you look up vegan makeup on Alibaba. You see some pretty cool stuff. You're like, okay, let me go with this vendor. Let me text this vendor and see what they about. Text the vendor and see what they about. And be like, hey, what's the ingredients in your makeup? Mind you, like I said, what about the ingredients? Like, let's say the ingredients are A, B, and C. And they say, hey, yeah, the ingredients is A, B, and D. Then you'll be like, okay, no, thank you. Because you know the ingredients is A, B, and C, not A, B, and D. Y'all follow, like, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure your shit right, because they can scam too. Also, make sure you get samples, y'all. Make sure y'all get samples. So, back to what I was saying about the clothes. I was going to do my own clothing business at first. Like, it's easy to get shirts and stuff like that. But I wanted to get, like, jackets, hoodies, shorts, stuff like that. So I bought like 2 hoodies, right? And they was kind of like, y'all know, like sheep fur. That's kind of what it reminds you of. Like the whole hoodie was that. It was a tough little hoodie, had my logo sewn in on like the chest area. It was real cute. Y'all, tell me why the whole pocket ripped off. And that was a sample. I only got 2 hoodies and it was like $50. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get 2 hoodies, try them out. Tell me why the whole pocket ripped off, y'all. The pocket was sewn in. Y'all know those hoodies where it got like the pocket where you could put both your hands in the front? That whole shit fell off. I put it in the washer one day, took it out, and I wore it. So I put my hands in the hoodie. I think it was in the house. I think it was about to go somewhere. Put my hands in the hoodie, right? Then I heard a little rip. Like, y'all know what I'm saying? Like that little sound, like, it's like y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not about to make the sound. That sound goofy as shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that little rip. So I was like, the fuck? I looked down. I said, this shit ripped. So I didn't even think too much about it. It was a small rip. I said, okay. It wasn't even noticeable. It was like by the pocket. Put my hands back in it. And I'm like, move my hands around and I hear a rip again. So I'm like, what the fuck, y'all? Tell me why I take the whole pocket and I rip it. I took the whole pocket and like I pulled on and it ripped. I didn't even have to like, this is the thing, y'all. I didn't even have to use my strength. I realized, put my hand in the pocket, grabbed it, pulled it, and the whole shit came off, y'all. The whole pocket came off. And I was like, now what about if I didn't sew this shit? What about if I sewed this shit and didn't even like put it on myself? What about if I just bought this shit and said, yeah, let me get 100 so I can sell them? Everybody would have tried been getting their money back. Like, everybody would have been like, look, bitch, give me my fucking money back. My pocket ripped off. Like, what the fuck is you selling? You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it's always important to get them samples. Same thing with makeup. Get those samples if you want to sell. Because I was going to do makeup at first. I was going to do makeup for like acne prone skin. Because I know I have acne prone skin. So I was going to do makeup for that. All that. You got to try the stuff on yourself. You got to be your own test dummy. Or you have like friends, because I had friends that was willing to be like, okay, you give it to me. I said, okay, now I don't know, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how it's going to be, but they're like, okay, cool, but I'll still try it on. That's the type of friends I have. Like, okay, I'll be a little test dummy. Was going to get some makeup and I was going to give it to them to try on and shit, and I was trying to get their shade. So if you got people that's willing to do it, be your test dummy, let them be your test dummy. Be like, hey, here's my product, let me know how it is. So, yeah, always get samples of stuff. Like I said, if y'all want to get vendors, go on Alibaba. That's where all the vendors at. They have everything, y'all. Everything. They have perfume. If you want to have your own perfume business, be like, yeah, send me this perfume. If it smells good, put a label on it, sell it. It's that fucking easy. Just like Kim Kardashian scams. Anybody in the world can sell scams. Go on Alibaba right now, type in scams, and watch all the Kim Kardashian shit pop up. The same exact shit she have on her website, that shit's want to pop up. Also, make sure y'all invest in a website. So a website I was using was Squaresite. Squaresite was free, like 100% free. Of course, like the extra stuff you had to pay for, but the majority of stuff, like how many items you could put on your page and all that shit was unlimited. Like it wasn't one of those things where, oh, you can only post 5 items and da-da-da-da. And make sure your website look good. Make sure it look pleasing. I don't want to go on your website and I could tell it just been like poorly put together and you just put the shit up there. Add some pictures, teach yourself how to do shit, because I told myself how to do all this shit. I didn't have nobody help me. That's what I'm saying. As an entrepreneur, you can learn so much shit by yourself. You do not gotta pay these motherfuckers to do shit for you, like, at all. But just to pass that topic, I just realized, like, yesterday I was looking at something. I was looking at a video of these 2 girls talking, and she was just like, we have no role models. And I wanted to talk about that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to speak my mind on that, because we really don't have no role models. Like, y'all, think about it. When we was younger, see, I'm 20 years old, born in 2002. I feel like nobody born after 2002 is really going to understand. Well, maybe the 2003 kids. But growing up, we have role models. Like, we looked up to people, like, male or female. I looked up to Michael Jackson. I'm not going to hold you. Y'all, I have a hidden talent. Don't even laugh at me. But I know how to sing for real. Like, all my friends, like, if I say this to anybody, they'll probably laugh and be like, bitch, get out my face. You playing. Because I'm just, like, real goofy. I don't know. You wouldn't expect me, I guess, to sing and shit. I'm not going to say I'm a singer. Like, I sound like Erykah Badu and shit. But I got some pipes on me and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, he was the reason I wanted to sing. I swear to God. But I always said I wanted to be a fashion designer growing up, right? I was real small. I used to get the little stencils from the store and shit and trace them and all that. Trace the skirts and color them and all that shit. I also had a sewing machine. I didn't know how to sew for shit. What else, y'all? It's like everything. It's like I try to dip into so much stuff, even when I was younger. So the first song I ever heard by Michael Jackson was Rock With You, right? First song I ever fucking heard. Ever since I heard that song, I started looking them up. I'm like, oh shit, like, mind you, at the time, y'all probably like 7 or 8. I'm like, oh shit, I like this nigga music. Mind you, I told y'all before, I was raised by my grandparents. So it was kind of like, I like that old head music. Like, I always had love for old music. So I'm like, oh shit, I fuck with this nigga. But been a Michael Jackson fan ever since. I know every single Michael Jackson song. I feel like don't nobody know as much Michael Jackson songs as me. I know songs by Michael Jackson that you don't even know. I play Michael Jackson songs that my own grandfather don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Michael Jackson fan to the point where I be listening to his songs. I be listening to different versions of his songs that nobody even heard of. Did y'all ever listen to his other version of Human Nature? Exactly. Y'all only know that one version that they play on the radio. But, yeah, so ever since I heard him, that's how I developed my talent to sing. Like, I just wanted to sing after that. And I don't know. I didn't even know I could sing until I discovered Michael Jackson. I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, that was my role model. I can't really think of nobody else. Michael Jackson was my role model. And then he always liked to help people. I think that's kind of where I feel like that's kind of like where he was my role model at. Even when I was young, I like to help people. Like, if I see homeless people on the street, I'm little as shit, only got $1 on me. I would give that $1 right up. I would empty my pockets. Like, that's just the type of person I am. But, like, we really don't have no role models, y'all. Like, I can't think of that one person. Like, these kids growing up, like, so now we have these. Because my little brother, he's 13. He was born in 2009. So now you got these 2009, 2010 kids, they growing up. They in middle school, about to go to high school soon. They have nobody to look up to. Literally. I can't name one person who they could look up to. Like, when we was younger, and our little generation, when we was younger, boys can look up to, like, these little action figures and shit like that. The girls, we would look up to, well, like I said, my role model was Michael Jackson. But, like, you have other girls, they role models like Raymond Simone and, like, Kiki Palmer and shit. Because, like, we knew all of them when we was younger. They was in the movies we was watching that. People on Disney Channel, Scott Jackson could have been a role model and shit. We have no role models. All we have is BBL queens. Like, we really don't have no role models. I'm going to ask my sister, because my sister is 16, y'all. I'm about to ask her. I'm gonna be like, who is your role model? Like, and I bet you she's not, because I know the type of person she is. She'll be like, what? She not gonna have that one answer for me, I swear to God. But yeah, we don't have not one role, like, it's not one person I can say was a role model. I mean, of course, Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda, all that shit. Let me see. I don't know who else would be a role model. Viola Davis, but like them 13, 14-year-old kids not gonna pay attention to them. Like as far as role models, I'm talking about like cartoons, what's on TV, shit like that. It's no role models. Even young girls now, like 17, 18, like my little sister, her role models will be fucking Ari, Jada, and I say Ari and Jada because that's the only two people I can think of. Like those are the only two people I see on my timeline and shit now. Like who the fuck that role model gonna be? Krishan Rock? Like, I agree with her 100%. Like, it's nobody they could look up to. Like, it's nobody that could be like, hey, I want to be like this person when I grow up. Like, y'all just think about that. Like, there's no role models. It's none. Oh, my God. I can't even really stay on this topic for long. It's no role models, y'all. I can't really make an argument. It's really no role models, like, at all. Growing up, Bree had role models. Like, they have no role models. Oh, my fucking God. That shit is crazy. I'm going to ask my sister later, y'all. We gonna come back to this topic pretty soon. But I don't know who need to hear this today, but I'm gonna end this episode off with saying leave that nigga. Y'all hear the silence? That's a moment of silence because I want you to think. Leave that nigga. A lot of y'all are staying with niggas because y'all don't want to be alone, or y'all invested so much time into this one person, because that's the same fucking excuse I keep hearing. Or I have so ties with this person, and like, shut the fuck up. None of that shit is real, bitch. Stop using all these spiritual words just to cover up the fact that you're delusional and shit, and you think this nigga wants you when he don't. Like, it's just so ties. Like, I don't know. I can't leave him. He has a hold over me. Like, shut up. I feel like all of that is just excuses for women to be delusional and shit. Men too, because you got a sprinkle of men out here that believe that shit. It's just a cover up for y'all to be delusional as shit. If somebody is treating you wrong and they're not giving you what you need, the love you deserve, the motivation you deserve, they're not there for you, they don't pray with you, they don't care about your well-being, leave that nigga. Leave him. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z cheated on that girl so many times and she's still with him. And people are like, I love this man. I want to make it work. Leave that nigga. Because if that nigga not trying to make it work, then like, what? It's just going to be one-sided. You trying to make it work, but that nigga not trying to make it work. Or you trying to make it work and that female not trying to make it work. Like, when it's a one-sided thing, you will never win if it's one-sided. Like, nothing will ever be solved or nothing will ever get better for you if every situation you're in is just one-sided. If you want something to work, it has to be both y'all trying to work on it together, not just one. And that's where a lot of y'all go wrong at. Girl, just leave that nigga. Like, for real. Like, look at Krishan. Y'all. And I was just talking about Krishan Rock, too. I was like, maybe the baby will change her. Maybe that bitch was right back. And I said that, too. I was like, maybe, I don't know. She's right back in the bed with that nigga. That's what I'm saying. Shit like that to me is scary. Like, and people all in the comments about, oh, yeah, that's that soul ties. That's it. No, the bitch is just... And I love Krishan Rock, but like, oh, my God. She be making my blood pressure go up. It's like... Every time I get a little bit of faith in her, she always proved me wrong. Like, where's Krishan? Matter of fact, what's her number? I'm about to call her and be like, I'm about to fly out there. Let me talk to you real quick. Because this is just ridiculous. Like, she was just in the bed with that nigga. Like, that's basically the role model shit. That's the people, the 16, 17, these little high school, middle school kids. That's what I got to look up to, Krishan Rock and shit. This shit is just crazy. Like, oh my God. Y'all, I saw something on Instagram this morning, and it was like, it was a tweet from a girl. She was like, Black parents always move as if their kids owe them something. But you have these people, you have parents in other cultures that make sure they set their child up for success. Like, they make sure their child's straight. Meanwhile, you got Black parents acting like we owe them shit. Y'all, I'm about to get a little personal. I'm about to start preaching. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. So y'all sit back. If y'all standing up, I want y'all to sit down because I'm about to start preaching. I don't want y'all to catch the Holy Ghost and get to falling out and shit. I'm about to start preaching to y'all. I'm about to get a little personal. So I didn't find out until a couple of months ago, actually, that my mother was getting checks from my father and my sister. Okay, so I got a different father. I had like my little sister and my little brother, they have the same father. I have a different father. So they both died, right? So if you didn't know. So basically when a child's father dies, you kind of get like these checks, right? It's kind of like it's basically checks for the child because the child is so young when the fathers die, right? Those checks are actually supposed to be going towards the child. My mother decided to be greedy and use them for herself, right? So, like I said, she been getting checks from my father. I guess they stopped ever since I turned 18. I don't even know where the check's going. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. Also, she get a check from my little brother, my little sister. Now, that check, of course, is going to be bigger because it's two children by the same man. She told my sister that check was used for her mortgage. Right. Follow me. So when I heard it, it's like I wasn't mad, but I was a little thrown off because it got to the point where it was like, okay, you wild as shit. Like that's kind of how I was thinking. It was like I had to take like a deep breath, like like a woosah, and just think about it. And I'm like, you're greedy as shit. You have a government job. She has a government job, y'all. A government job, making some good money. Okay? Now, my issue with that is you was never really a struggling parent. You was never a struggling parent. The same job she works today is the same job she was working ever since I was a baby. She was using the checks for herself instead of putting together a savings account. Because it's no way in hell I should have been working my ass off like I was working my ass off to get my first car by myself. I had to work and save up all this money by myself. And you mean to tell me you was getting checks from my father and didn't even at least put $50 or $100 in there a month or something like that? Some matter of fact, y'all, let me get my calculator out because I'm not about to do no math off the top of my head. I'm about to tell you because I did this math before when I was talking to a friend, and I was like, I was just mad, like, because it's like, y'all, why do people do stuff like that? I don't like stuff like that. I don't. First of all, I don't even know. Why isn't no... Okay, that's ghetto. It's no calculator on my iPad, y'all. Hold on. So, let's do the math. Right? So... let's say she took $100 from those checks. Let's say this was starting off since I was like young, right? Let's say it's going from 1 year old. Let's say this is going for 18 straight years. So by the time I turned 18, that's how much money I was going to get. So let's say each month, right? Let's say she took $100 each month and put it in like a savings account for me, right? So this the math, y'all. I'm gonna try to get y'all calculators out because I'm about to start spilling some real tea. So y'all know, I just want y'all. I know y'all know, but I just want y'all to follow me on how my mind was. So y'all know we have 12 months, right? Every year, 12 months. So we're going to do 100 times 12, right? That first year, I would have already had 1,200 in a savings account. This is if she did this, right? So we're going to take that 1,200 and we're going to multiply by 18, right? Mind you, this $1,200 is how much would be in my account for a year if she would have put as little as $100 aside for me. each month. So 1,200 times 18. Y'all want to know what 1,200 times 18 is? Mind you, this is 1,200. That's every year. This is 1,200. You know how much I would have had in that account? $21,600. I would have had $21,600 to look forward to by the time I turned 18. Now, if y'all ain't follow the math, I'm going to say it to y'all one more time. So, y'all know we have 12 months in a year, right? So, like I said, 1,200 is how much I would have got for that first year. Right? So, like I said, 1,200 every year. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all that. $1,200. If she would have put as little, y'all, like, I just can't, like, I still can't believe it sometimes. Like, sometimes I just be like, oh my God, you are so greedy as a parent. Like, you are so greedy. You was trying to make sure you was straight when you already was straight. Instead of saying, hey, I got responsibilities now. I have a child. Let me make sure I put a little bit of money aside for my child. Right? $1,200 a year. All you had to put up was $100 a month. $1,200 times 18. Because like I said, let's say she was doing it for 18 years. And by the time I turned 18, I would have had $21,600 in my account. That could have been a down payment on a car. That could have helped me with college. That could have just been money I could have looked forward to, just so I won't have to start from scratch. That's the thing with Black parents. A lot of these young Black kids like myself, we have to start from scratch because our parents wasn't thinking about our future. Black parents think about it like this, and I feel like it's so toxic to have this mindset. They be like, look, when I grew up, I had to do this and that by myself. Why would you want your child to struggle the same way you struggle? I never understood that mindset. I feel like that's the stupidest thing you can ever say out your mouth. Like, meanwhile, you got Caucasian people out here. They make sure their child is set. They baby before the baby. Man, look. Before the child even turned 5, the child would probably have $21,600 in their account before they even turn 5. Caucasian people don't play. They don't play. And all these other cultures, they set their child up for success. You feel what I'm saying? It's always the Black parents, and it's so sad to say it's always the Black parents that want their child to start from scratch. Why would you want your child to feel the same stress you felt? Why would you want your child to struggle the same way you struggle? Why not make it easier for your child? You already went through this life thing. You already know what life is all about. So why not make it easier for your kids? That's what I'm not understanding with y'all. I didn't have no money to look forward to when I was 18. My sister don't have no money to look forward to when she's 18. My little brother don't have no money to look forward to when he turned 18 years old. And it's so funny because when I was younger, I always thought, hey, by that time I was excited because I thought when I turned 18, that's what I was supposed to have, because that's what I always seen. Like, y'all know how y'all see the commercials, how they be like, oh yeah, your child, da-da-da. What's it, them little Gerber commercials where they be like, yeah, you can do this with your child and your child money and college savings and all that. I'm thinking I didn't have shit to look forward to, y'all. Turning 18 was just another day. I had to struggle like shit to get to where I'm at. I had to bust my ass to get my car. I just feel like this is so sad. That's why I work so hard, because I don't want my siblings to feel what I felt. Like, I want to be able to help my sister get, like, my grandmother, she put money up towards getting me my new car and shit. She gave me $1,000, right? Y'all might be like, $1,000. $1,000 was a lot to me. $1,000. My grandma did not have to give me $1,000. She paid for some of my school stuff. Like, my grandma was really like, and I'm gonna talk about her too. She was the only thing. A matter of fact, I'm gonna get into that now. So she was like the mother I never had, right? Because she been doing stuff for me for so long. Like, she was what my mother was lacking, right? But she also has some traits like my mother. Like my grandmother, she's very negative. Like it's been times where I was like, Ma, because I call my grandma Ma. I was like, yeah, I was looking at this new job. I'm thinking about taking it. It got this. It got these type of benefits. It's always like she always gotta say something negative. Like she'll say some shit like, oh, well, you better make sure this, that, and the third. People get laid off. You just got, and it's like, why are you thinking like that? And now I kind of see how my mother act. Like when I was younger, my grandmother used to hold grudges, y'all. Like grudges. Like if she get mad at us, she don't talk to us. And because I was so young, I used to cry because it's like, damn, you my grandmother. I'm real close to you. Haven't you mad at me? Because grudges. Now that I'm older, I don't take that. I talk back to my grandmother now. I be like, look, I'm not about to hear. I don't call her. Sometimes I won't call her for months at a time because I don't got time to be dealing with that negativity. And that's another thing. Just because that's your mother or your father or your grandmother, whatever, that don't mean you obligated to talk to them. And that definitely doesn't mean that you're obligated to have them in your life as you get older. Because when I get older, I told my boyfriend this too. I said, when we get our own place or whatever, I'm not letting my mother come in my house. You're not about to bring that negative energy unless you're a little cleansed or you feeling a little positive. Maybe I'll let you step foot in my place. But I'm not letting you come in my place with all that negativity. I'm not. Like, it's like when you get to a certain point, you don't even want to deal with your parents no more. And it's like now I feel like it's too late. Like now my mother want to show us the affection. Now my mother want to talk to us. Now she want to give us kisses on the forehead and shit like that. It's too late for that. I'm about to be 21. My sister about to be 17. And my little brother about to be 14. It is too fucking late for that. You should have did that shit when we was younger. Then maybe we'll have a better relationship now. Now you want to have a better relationship with us because we getting older. And honestly, I feel like she doing like the little ass kissing thing because she just wants us to take care of her when she get older. That's all it is. She knows she's getting older now and she don't have nobody. She's not married. She don't got nobody. We're literally all she has. Which is another reason. That's why if you listen to episode 3, Choose Forgiveness, that's what I was talking about. Please forgive people. I forgive her, but that don't mean I'm obligated now. If she really struggling, I'll help her, when I get about that age. But it's like all the shit you put me through, it's like I forgave you for it, but I'm not obligated to keep you in my life. And I'm damn sure not about to be going through a whole bunch of shit neither. And that's another thing too. Like my mother would ask me for favors and I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. And y'all want to know why I say no, I'm not doing that? Because my mother put me through a lot. So for example, when I was getting my car, whatever, I should have been more prepared. But like this specific day I woke up and was like, I'm gonna get my car. Nobody knew. I went there and I knew you were supposed to get your insurance before you get your car. But it's like, I wasn't even thinking I should have been more prepared. I called my mother and she kept hanging up and I'm calling her. And I'm like, look, I finally get a hold of her. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, I'm just trying to get you. First of all, I called Geico, right? They need her on the phone. All she had to tell them was I give my daughter permission to be on my policy and shit, right? That's all she had to say. Y'all, when I tell you she gave me the hardest time ever, she told me I'm on a business call and If my child call me and say they need something, I'm dropping all the calls in the world and I'll be like, what you need? Like, she gave me a hard time. It's like she don't want me to be successful. It's like, oh my, it's like, you have that one parent that jealous of you and it's like everything you doing. Like my mother never once said she proud of me. Like, you remember I told y'all she gave me a hard time and when you add it on somebody's insurance, the insurance go up. But however much the insurance go up, like $200, $300, that's how much I'm supposed to pay. She talk about something, it's too high. She on speakerphone. So it's me, my boyfriend sitting beside me, and the salesperson. The salesperson was a black man. So he's sitting there like shaking his head like, damn, this is your mother. So after that was all over and done with, he gave my keys. He said, let me tell you something. He said, it's a lot of young people that come in here and they got co-signers. You came in here by yourself with your boyfriend. You had the bread. You give up the bread. You got this car. I could tell you work your ass off. He said, don't ever let nobody make you feel like. I was pissed off. I was cursing and everything, y'all. I ain't never get that mad ever. That was the first time I can honestly say in a long time that I actually got that mad. He was like, don't ever let nobody get you out your character like that. You keep doing what's best for you. Because eventually people are going to need you. And that was just that. But I'm just in this podcast off like that, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been talking long enough. This is about to be a long ass episode. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my man, like the salesperson said, don't ever let nobody get you out your character like that. You're going to have people in your life that's going to try to hold you back. You're going to have people in your life that's jealous of you. You keep going and you keep doing what you got to do and keep doing what's best for you, because nobody can tell you nothing about you. You feel what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all next time.